Alrighty, hi besties, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Brianachanel. I'm a pendant esthetician, a mom, and a business owner, and my channel is all about my Esthi journey and lifestyle. So welcome. Today's video is really special because it's like given a fake requested video, so I feel a little special. Not really requested, I volunteered to make this video. So yeah, but no, if you don't follow me on social media, you're more than welcome to. I'm pretty funny on there. Mostly I just like to talk about my journey, or, you know, show my process of how I do what I do, or what I do as I'm doing it. All the time I say that I'm just gonna like disappear from social media, but I feel like that's not really authentic of me. I'm not like a super mysterious person. Very much an open book. If you ask, I'll tell. If you don't ask, I won't tell. So yeah, I'm excited to do today's video because a mutual of mine had some really good questions for me as I was talking about just how much I love school and how happy I am to have found something that's really for me. And so I have a little list of questions here that we're going to get into, and hopefully you find these all helpful. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any of my videos, and yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so my Esthi Q&A, I have okay, I have 8 questions I have 8 questions in my notes here, and I'm just gonna go through both. I'm gonna try not to take too much time on each question so that this video is not like hella long, okay? So first question was, how do I like school so far? I love school. I love school. Going to school for me is probably the happiest that I've been in a while. I'm not like a depressing person or an unhappy person. Like every day that I wake up, I really do choose to be happy. Every day that I wake up, I really do choose to like try to put my best mindset forward. It doesn't happen every day, but 95% of my year, like, I'm a happy person. But this is probably the happiest, you know, like wholeheartedly happy that I've been in a little while. And it's just because I find like I feel like I'm finally doing something that is like aligned for me. Like it's literally my purpose. Like this is what God put me on this earth to do. But yeah, so basically I love school, okay? I love school. School makes me happy. I rarely miss a day. I still need to make up 40 hours, but I rarely miss a day. There's hardly a day where I wake up and I feel like, oh, I just don't want to go to school today. Or even if I'm having a morning where I'm not really feeling it, the moment that I literally get to my school, it evaporates. It has nothing to do with the school itself. My school is ghetto. No shade, no tea. My school is a little ghetto. But I'm walking in purpose every single day. That's a blessing. So I love school. I probably rambled a little bit on that one, but I gotta get this stuff off my chest. And nobody else is gonna listen to me besides myself, God, and y'all. So, Okay, the next question. How long is the process of school? Okay, so I think everywhere is a standard 600 hours for a basic esthetician license. Not every state requires you to have a master's to practice certain treatments. However, I live in an area where you do need to have a master's to practice certain treatments. DC and Maryland, you don't need to. You can just do continued education. But I want my license to be in Virginia. I'll pay for reciprocals in other states. Basic esthetician license is a 600-hour program. Now that can go anywhere from 4 to 5 months. Most times it's 5 months. It really just does depend on what the school schedule is like. Like one school that I was looking at, they went Monday through Thursday from 9 to 5. And so their program was only 4 months. The school that I'm currently at, I only go 3 days out the week, from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., 10-hour days. So my program takes 5 months. I started school in September. We're currently in December. I am almost at 400 hours. Isn't that insane? I'm almost at 400 hours. I'm missing 40 hours. And I'm pretty sure that my schedule said that I was probably at like 350, but I'm pushing 400 hours. And we only need 600 to complete. I am in my, I think, second week of spa. Let me see. Because I feel like my thing is like going left, right. No, actually I'm in my third week of spa. So I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 weeks of school left, you guys. That is crazy. That's really so crazy to me. Wow, time flies, but I'm really proud of myself. So yeah. Okay, the next question that was really good: how did I pick my school and how did I know it was legit? Okay, so I picked my school, I guess you could say word of mouth. Not necessarily for the Esthi program, but for the cosmetology program. I had a couple of friends that went there. They love their cosmetology program. The friends that I have, well, one is an old friend, one is still a current friend. Either way, they both slay some motherfucking hair, okay? I might not like that girl no more. I might not talk to her at all. But one thing baby is going to do is slay some hair, okay? One thing that baby can do is color, okay? One thing baby can do is cut. She know how to do some motherfucking hair. And she went to Aveda. And then I have another friend who's also a color specialist. And they slay. But that was how I heard about Aveda. I didn't really know much about the Esthiology program, if I'm being 100% honest. It was more of a, okay, I have this idea in my mind, or I know of Aveda because of my cosmetology friends, and let me see if they have an Esthiology program. And they did. I knew that I didn't want to go to the location that was in DC because that's just a little too rough for me. I don't have no business being in Gotham City 3 days out the week. So I looked at the next best location, actually the better location. And even though it's a little ghetto, I would much rather still prefer to be coming out Virginia. And yeah, rocking with my school like that. So that was how I picked my school. Also, I let God do his thing. Like, I'm sorry, please don't think that this is my like personal advice, but this is just like how I live my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, with my daughter being with her grandma, and I talked about this in my Accepted to Aveda video, so I'm not gonna go too in depth. With my baby living with her grandma for some time, I knew I didn't want to keep working regular jobs. I tried to get into tech, and I very much could have. Like, anything that I put my mind to, I'm good at. And that's not just me. That can literally be anyone. Whatever you put your mind to, whatever you say you want for yourself, whatever you want to bring into fruition for yourself, you can have it. You won't have it overnight, but you can have it. So I knew I could get into tech if I wanted to, but the first thing I thought about was, if I go this hard for something that I'm not deeply passionate about, and I end up in another job that I can't stand, or I end up making the same amount of money that I was making at, you know, a regular job, I'm gonna be fucking depressed. I gotta do something that I love. So, boom. Cosmetology friends of mine, I know Aveda. I know I love skincare. I wanna go see what's up with Esthiology. So, quick little Google, I did my Zoom meeting. I didn't get a chance to go and tour the school, but honestly, you guys, I didn't care. Like, I'm just keeping it real. I didn't care. Do your due diligence if you care. But for me, I felt like there's no school that it's just like college. There's no school that you're gonna go to and they're gonna give you every single thing that you need. I just need the foundation. I just need the knowledge. I need the basics. I need to know where to start, what I need to study, what I need to learn. Everything else is up to me. I'm a self-starter. If you feel like you need a little bit more guidance, then do more of a due diligence for what type of school that you pick. You can pick a school that will probably be more hands-on, or they just have better reviews. My school didn't have any bad reviews. They had a really good retention rate and they had a really good graduation rate. When I say my school is ghetto, it's no shade or no tea to my school. It's just, it's coming up. There's a lot that could be done to make the school better, but they do what they can. And it's good enough to educate me and give me the basics on what it is that I need to know. How did I know it was legit? Well, I knew it was legit because I had friends that went to the school. If you are living somewhere, you're looking at a school and you don't know anybody that went there, you'll want to do your tour, because that's one, how you'll know it's legit. Two, you'll want to make sure that it's accredited. A way for you to make sure that it's accredited is you can just check that they work with FAFSA. It doesn't mean that you have to use FAFSA, but 9 times out of 10, if a school is legit, then they have financial aid available. You know what I mean? You should be able to find that school with a school code or search that school up and be able to find it in FAFSA. There's probably a better way to see if a school is legit, but for me, that's the basic of do you guys have a school code? Do you guys take financial aid? If they take financial aid, it's a legit school, it's accredited, and you'll be fine, Some bonus questions that I have, I kind of added in here because I wanted them to flow and just make, more sense. Before the last question for me, from my mutual, was how hard is it to build clientele? But I feel like I can't go from just talking about what school is like to talking about clientele. So I have a little filler question up in there. The next question is, what is the licensure process? This one is really simple. The licensure process, licensure. The licensure process, it varies state to state. Again, you want to check your state guidelines. The exam is called the state board. Every state has one. Literally every state has one. But to my knowledge, once you complete your program, you graduate with your 600 hours, your school will schedule your exam. There's 2 parts to the exam. There's your theory, which is the written portion. I believe it's multiple choice, but again, it varies state to state. So your theory, you'll do that first, or I'm not really sure which one you'll do first. I think it's first come, first serve, or as they come or as it's available. So you'll either do your practical or your theory first. That really doesn't matter too much which order you do them in. But your theory is a written portion. Your practical is hands-on. It's where you show everything that you know as an esthetician. Basically, just as my instructor put it, it's just Simon Says. So long as you know how to follow directions, you should be good. So long as you know infection control, how to be clean, thoroughly clean, you'll be good. So yeah. Complete your 600 hours, your school will schedule your exam, you'll take your theory, you'll take your practical, you pass both, you're a licensed esthetician. I'm about 8 weeks away probably from taking my theory and my practical. Hopefully I can get them scheduled soon after I graduate. My anticipated graduation date is February 9th, and I'm hoping that I can get everything rolling, because my master esthetician program that I'm looking at starts February 20th, and I don't want to take a break. I really hope that God is on my side with this, because he knows how hard that I'm working to get things accomplished before the summertime, not just for me, but for my baby. So I really pray. I pray that God will work it out for me, that he'll move the mountains that I need in order to do what it is that I need to do. And if it turns out not to work out that way, that's still in God's plan, and I'm still going to follow what I'm doing. At least I'll have my basics. but I know that I want to live in Virginia, so I truly need my master's if I plan to go in a spa. And that is actually funny because my next question is, do I plan to work in a spa or go solo? So as you all can see from my last video, my part 1 of like my Esthi journey, building skin tax spa, I'm kind of solo already, but I don't think that I want to be 100% solo just right out the gate. Again, whatever God has planned for me is what I'm going to follow. But I personally don't see anything wrong with me having like a stable position at a spa where I'm able to get into a groove of doing facials. I'm able to learn while I'm getting paid different devices and things of that sort. And I'm able to really build a clientele and connect with people that will hopefully follow me to my spa outside. You know, that's just the name of the game. That's the name of the game. There are going to be some people that are loyal to the brand itself. There are going to be some people that are loyal to the esthetician. So I don't see how it could hurt me to work in a spa and be solo on the side. And I would rather do it like that for my first year, because Esthiology is very expensive. If anyone is advising you to just graduate and jump right into your business, I personally would not recommend graduating school and then jumping straight into your solo business. There are a lot of kinks that you need to work out. The only reason that I've even opened my studio as I have is because I don't charge for services. It's unethical and it is illegal to charge for services. Services are charged at my school because they're getting service at school and they know that I'm a student. Without a license, it is unethical to charge. Do what thou wilt, but you should always do what you know is best. My customers obviously have the option to tip me if they want, but I do not charge for services. So this is a form of me getting practice in and helping myself build clientele and build relationships with people until I graduate, and then even after. I'm not offering a plethora of services. I don't have my books open from Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. I offer a few appointments on a few days out the week. I stop by 5 p.m. It's really just practice for me. This is really expensive. Like I told y'all in my setup video, it'll cost you about $1,500 to $2,000 just to get your spa started. And that's not even including products. That's not even including high grade equipment. That's just a starter spa. It can take some time to build your spa up. Do not be against working in someone else's spa or working for someone else as you build your spa, because that is 100% what I plan to do. And it's so much easier to think about your options when you're not pressed for money or when you're not thinking of where your next dollar is coming from. You can kind of slow down, take your time, think about your next move. You can play chess, not checkers, because you have income. So that's my advice. Girl, I be rambling. Okay, my next question that was actually from my mutual was, how hard is it to build clientele? For myself, it's fairly easy. You know what? I actually don't have any clientele, so let me relax. Let me relax. But I speak life over myself. For me, I feel like it's fairly easy. A few things that you can do to build clientele. You can post on social media if you want to. Not if you want to. In this day and age, you do have to be active on social media. What you need to do is pick a platform that you want to master, or pick a platform that you want to show up most in. So for me, I'll more than likely just show up on Facebook. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to be. If I find that Facebook isn't working out, first 90 days, no problem. I don't have a problem going to Instagram. Try different platforms out. Don't just stick yourself to one platform, but always start and study and stay with one platform to begin with. If you find that that platform isn't working, then move to another one. Social media is always going to be a great way to build clientele. Google SEO, making a Google business page. However, for me, I find that I'm very personable. I don't have a problem going up to people, talking to people. So I got business cards made. Bro, if I drop anything fucking else, I'm about to stop recording. Okay. I got business cards made, and the area that I live in is just really popping for college kids. So I plan on the weekends to force myself, because I don't go out in my neighborhood or like around, because I'm not a college kid. I look like one, but I'm not one. So I have really no interest in being around a bunch of college kids. But college kids, I'm pretty sure these college kids could afford a facial, but I'm pretty sure that they'll love a free facial for a while too. So my plan is to just go out at least every Saturday, if not every Friday or every Saturday night, and pass out 2 to 5 business cards. 5 would be my max. 2 would be my minimum. I say 2 to 5 because out of those 5 people, it's like a numbers game, kind of. Out of those 5 people, maybe only 1 or 2 will actually take the time to scan my code, check out my pages, stuff like that. See what I have going on, and maybe only 1 of those 5 will actually come to me. 2 might actually view it. Maybe 3 people will view it. 3 people will view it, 1 will actually come. But if I'm doing that consistently, the whole time that I'm here, I have up until July. If I'm doing that from now until July, like, I will have built a nice little clientele. And even though I plan on moving, I'm not really worried about that, because I feel that if I just do a damn good job, my customers will follow me. Even if it is far away, they will follow me. They will make that drive once a month. And if not, then hey, I have a proven method that I used while I was up here. Let me try it down there. If it doesn't work out down there, I'm not relying on myself to be 100% solo. I plan to work in a spa. So you just have to be open-minded in different ways to help yourself build your clientele, whether it be social media, word of mouth, referrals, or things of that sort. I don't want to get too much into how to build clientele right now, because I don't have a stable source of clientele. I don't have any clientele. I'm just spitballing here. So I will double back to that and make a completely separate video on methods that I've used to build my clientele, or like, just when my business is going a little bit differently. But how hard is it? I think it's all in how you think of it, and how willing you are to put the work in for it. Yeah. And then, okay, my last question, because I feel like I'm getting sleepy and I'm losing my points. My last question, how do I know if it's for me? Now, if you are, and obviously you're interested in Esthi school, otherwise why would you be watching this video? How I knew it was for me, as I said in the beginning when I first started, I have a deep passion for making others feel good. If you care about beauty, if you care about art, if you are deeply passionate about others, if you enjoy people, if you want to wake up every day and be your own boss, if you want to have options in life of either I'd like to go to work or I'd like to work for myself, if you want to be in something that's recession proof, if you can wake up every single day and do something for somebody else and it makes you feel good, then that's how you know it's for you. That was how I knew it was for me. And yeah, I actually am getting pretty sleepy. So I actually am getting pretty sleepy. But that was how I knew Esthi school was for me. This has always been what I'm supposed to do. And it's harder to explain in words. You would really just have to know like where I started to where I ended up at to know that this is genuinely a full circle moment. And sometimes I just have to stop myself and thank God, because I'm genuinely so humbled that I've been brought back to do something that I love, and like everything that I thought was going wrong in my life actually led me up to this moment. So I get a little, I get a little bit of chills when I think about how blessed I am and how happy I am to be here. But yeah, so that concludes my little Q&A for my Esthi questions. This probably was a little too lax, but I plan to run it back as my business grows. Send me more questions if you guys have them. I'm really excited because next week I'm gonna give you all a little tour of my spa. Oh, actually, Y'all might get a lifestyle vlog next week because I forgot that I'm going out of town. So we'll see. Y'all either get a lifestyle vlog of my Christmas week or you guys are gonna get a tour of my spa. Either or. But either ways, I'm super tired and I want to go and relax now. So thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Again, I'm Brianachanel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next Friday.